The reason I got Sexy Vegan tattooed on my face and my chest, because both are great things, and I want people to know who I am instantly just looking at me. These tears right here are for the suffering of the over 70 billion animals in cages so small they cannot move. The star is superstar that I'm gonna achieve, and it's for pleasure. Blue eyebrows are because blue's my favorite color, it's gorgeous. My mom, she doesn't like the face tattoos, I look like a weirdo. My goal is to break into acting and be a big movie star like Tom Cruise, but now with the face tattoos, I'm more distinct. I'm gonna be myself, and people have to like me for me, and that's all there is to it. I'm not gonna conform.
Well, Raquel says her older brother, Sexy, has been banned for life from YouTube and Craigslist, thinks he's on par with God, not a God, the God, and has even tattooed his face. So who does she blame for his outrageous behavior? Well, she explains that. Take a look.
For the record, I don't call my brother Sexy, I call him SV. Just last year, my brother looked like this handsome guy, but when I've seen his recent transformations with Sexy Vegan written on his forehead, it just breaks my heart. I describe my brother as lazy, unmotivated, and crazy. He's a danger to the public. My mother has 2 rules for my brother. Don't get arrested, don't do drugs. He can't seem to follow either of them. My mom is an enabler. I feel like he's been completely taking advantage of you, and I just don't think that it's fair.
If I just put him out there on the street and something happens, then I'm gonna feel guilty.
My mother has spent at least $500,000 on my brother, which is completely insane. SV wrote a book, The Adventures of Fargo Lefty. You can buy it on Amazon for $10. I'm sure my mom invested a few thousand on that. He's only had 2 jobs. He worked for the deli. He came in drunk all the time and ended up getting fired. He worked at a retail store, took a lunch break, and never came back. My mother treats my brother like he's disabled. A lot of people have mental illness, but they find a way to lead a productive life.
Okay, you've been listening to everything so far, right?
Absolutely.
First off, what do you have to add, or how do you react to what you've heard so far?
What she's doing hasn't worked, and I just feel like she just can't, in some ways she can't help it. She feels like, well, this is what I have to do, versus letting him learn from his mistakes and letting him learn to be an adult.
You agree with what she's saying?
I do.
Because you say you're tired of it, right?
I am tired of it.
And here's the thing, there's something that I refer to as emotional extortion, and he can be the extortionist or you can be extorting yourself, but you're saying if something happened to him, you would feel guilty. And I hate to break this to you, but you're not in control of that.
I get that.
Well, then you don't parent from guilt if you get that,
Well, then
or fear. You're paying him money because you're afraid what'll happen if you don't.